Hello, listeners, and welcome to Spooky Time with Mike and Mindy.
Hi, Spookers.
Hi, everyone.
In this episode, we're going to do our first bite-sized double feature.
Bite-sized double feature. Add in the effects.
Yeah, I probably won't.
No.
I think those were perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We can record a track of me doing that sound.
Oh, and then we'll just do that every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in this episode, we're going to talk about the movies Mandy, and we're going to talk about Host, both of which we watched on Shudder.
Yep.
I think there's free trials and things like that, so that you could also get Shudder. You can get it through Amazon Prime, whatever. But yeah, these are some of the first movies we watched on there, and I think they went well. We're going to review them for you, and no spoilers. Like, nice and fresh.
Yep. Nice and fresh.
Yeah, just so you know what we thought.
Just a taste, right?
Yeah.
Just a little taste.
A bite size.
Yeah. What we thought and things that we found unique about it, and yeah.
Yeah. So enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. For our first bite size review, we are going to talk about Mandy.
Yeah.
So, Mike, give me some deets.
Well, so I'm new to this bite-sized stuff, so forgive me here. Mandy is 2 hours long, 1 minute, released in September 14th, 2018. Not rated.
Okay, I could see that.
Not rated.
Is there a description that you can read about it?
Nicolas Cage is the star.
Yes.
Yeah, director is Panos Cosmatos. And yes, the enchanted lives of a couple in a secluded forest are brutally shattered by a nightmarish hippie cult and their demon biker henchmen, propelling a man into a spiraling, surreal rampage of vengeance. I'm going to add my notes and blood.
And lots of
So
blood.
much blood. You know, speaking about blood, I don't think I saw this much blood in a movie since Descent. Or at least the red color.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There were a lot of...
Color. There's just a lot of color.
Yeah, it was a very trippy type of visual experience, but I really liked it.
I liked it too. And this, of course, we'll just be very honest and upfront about this right away.
Okay.
Neither of us have done drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
Aside from prescription or like alcohol. Or caffeine, because that's a drug too.
Yeah, but like I've never even had a
psychedelics.
cigarette or anything.
Yeah, I've
so.
never smoked cigarettes or any of that stuff. Nothing remotely close.
Yeah.
So take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It's what I imagined it would be like. Watching this movie is I imagine it's like to be high. Maybe?
It's what the media has been telling me it's like to be on drugs.
Yeah. So I have to believe it, right?
Yeah.
Voice changes, like pitch change, and like people don't sound like they do, and like there's weird
Things are wavy.
Random stuff that just kind of like happens in the background for no apparent reason.
I don't know. People who have done drugs, reach out to us.
Yeah, let us
know.
I'm genuinely curious because I have no experience, like none.
But also, don't do drugs, kids.
Oh,
drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Okay. Speaking of experienced, Jimi Hendrix. No, I am not experienced.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's a reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. We chose this movie. Well, I chose this movie because Nicolas Cage is in it.
Nicolas Cage was like the gateway, right? Mm-hmm. You were like, Nicolas Cage, I can watch this.
Yeah.
Man, I liked this movie.
Yeah, I did too. I don't want to give anything away.
I don't want to give it away,
reviews.
but like, so I guess I can give my impressions, right?
Oh yeah.
What I liked, like, man. Okay, words that don't make sense, right? Eyes, color, music, the synthy sounds. So it's based in the 80s.
Yes.
And so it's got that neo synthwave. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that style of music, and that's just like layered throughout.
It was a very weirdly relaxing movie for being so absolutely horrifying and then really bloody. Like, the first half of this movie is extremely scary and intense in just like mental sort of ways, and then the second half is very bloody.
Yeah, they push it in like right. Yeah, they push the bounds of what mentally you want to be comfortable with. But also too, like, you're right, it was relaxing in a way.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is a slight detriment, or a slight thing I had an issue with, is that some of the scenes, it's like, okay, I got it.
I had absolutely no issue with anything being too long, and I always get annoyed with things being too long. I had no issue with this movie at all.
I'm sorry, Miss Zero Patience?
Yeah. I thought this movie was very artistic and beautiful and wonderful, and I really enjoyed everything that was done. I was never bored. Like, I was into it the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a first, folks.
Yeah.
In our relationship, I'm the patient one.
Yeah.
And, like, wow.
There was just something about this
movie. There was, like, 2 or 3 times. I'll just say, there were 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, okay, I get it.
That's fine.
We can move on.
There was just something about it, though, with
the way it was done. And
well, I think because of my depression and anxiety, there was something very relaxing to me and, like, pleasing with the way this was all done. So I think that kind of...
You mean shown, not the subject matter, right?
Right, yeah.
No, I know you meant that.
Yeah.
Just making it clear.
Yeah, not like cults and things.
Yeah.
Which I thought was done amazingly. Everybody in this movie was absolutely phenomenal. Let's talk about the acting super quick.
Oh my God.
So good.
Everyone did such a fantastic job with acting, and I loved the way that they told, like, their tall tales, their mythology, just the way that they made something seem supernatural when it wasn't at all.
Yeah, because it felt like there were supernatural aspects to all of this. And I'm still, even at the end, I'm still like, wait, were they on Earth? And I'm still confused.
Oh my God. It's all drugs. Spoiler alert. It's all drugs. No, but the acting, though.
Yeah.
To what you said.
Yeah,
like...
Nicolas Cage was amazing in this movie.
There were a couple... Insert like Mike making faces, subtitles there. But there were a couple moments when I feel like the Cage came out a bit. But for the most part, yeah, I think he did a really good job. He didn't, like, cheese it or ham it up.
No, that was what the mac and cheese goblin was for.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's all we're going to say about that. That literally made the entire movie.
We literally looked it up. Yeah. It's not real, but it's so amazing.
So amazing.
Yes, but so yeah, like, I didn't... a couple times I felt like there's a little bit of, like, Nicolas Cage cheese, like, breaking the third wall slightly. But not really.
Yeah.
But not really.
I mean, I feel like because of the way the lighting was and the camera motions and, like, how slow some things were every now and then, it took it down a notch. Mm-hmm. I think that helped a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't think this movie is for everyone. Absolutely not. I think a lot of people would not enjoy this.
Because, like, it's not filmed and presented in a way that is like a lot of movies of, here it is, it's fast-paced. Fast-paced, there's multiple scenes, here's exposition.
Yeah.
It's not like...
There's not a lot of explanation. No, it's very weirdly flowy, like, but long.
You're experiencing it the way that they're experiencing it.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
You're experiencing, seeing, and hearing what they're seeing and hearing and experiencing, but you're in the third person. Like, you can still view them. It's not like first person where, like, your eyes are their eyes, literally. Right. But, well, actually, in some cases.
Yeah, some cases, yeah.
So, yeah, oh, man.
It's just a crazy movie, and if you're really into, cinematography and all the, like, the artistic
the way
side,
that you can play with camera angles and light and light reflecting.
Yeah.
And that part where it just like phased back and forth between the two people's faces, like
And if you're into like 80s and
synth
yeah.
and colors.
Yeah, and you're okay with horror and blood type of themes, then this is the movie for you.
There's something I'm going to say about this, and correct me if you have a totally different take.
Okay.
I didn't think this was scary. Personally, I felt scared through none of this. Now, there were definitely themes of horror. There was definitely gore. There was definitely situations of like danger and tension, but it wasn't like a scary movie. Like there wasn't like unexpected jump scares. There wasn't like, you know, like what you would typically consider to be a scary movie.
I think it was really horrifying, like the entire first half with the cult and being a woman and what that kind of means and that sort of thing that happens. And there were just the way things happened. I thought it was really, really scary, but yeah, I agree. It's not like jump scare normal, like, oh, I'm gonna go see The Conjuring or The Nun or something, and just like things pop out. And
for what to expect, yeah, like it's not like
it's still a very chill movie, but it's horrifying at the same time.
Yeah, like you're gonna just sit back and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's weird. Probably wouldn't. Yeah,
like
no.
Holy F, no, thank you. I don't ever want to be in that type of situation.
Shouldn't do that. That's probably bad.
And it just kind of escalates very slowly. And then you're just like, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it for this bite-sized review. I would recommend it if you're into this type of stuff because I thought it was phenomenal.
I think, I don't know, I would say, like, even if you're not, just get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, just deal with it. Try something new.
Get out of your comfort zone and just see if it inspires something in you that you know, otherwise wouldn't have taken a chance on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt it was good. I think they did a great job. Yeah, I would recommend it too. There's something I was going to say and now I totally forgot. Oh, well. Elijah Wood. There you go.
Yeah, produced by Elijah Wood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mr. Frodo.
Yeah. Well, I think of him only in Sin City and being super horrifying, and that has scarred me for life.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So watch it. It was great.
There you go.
Okay. Movie number 2 is Host. 2020.
2020. That's the year.
Yeah.
Not Host 2020.
Yeah, just Host.
Host is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a Shudder original, right?
It is a Shudder original.
I have joined this Shudder Facebook group, and it's pretty much to the point where any posts about Host are banned or made fun of or whatever because people just like keep talking about this movie. So we had to watch it.
Host post.
Host post.
The host post about the ghost.
Yeah. So read the description.
6 friends hire a medium to hold a seance via Zoom during lockdown. But they get far more than they bargained for as things quickly go wrong. When an evil spirit starts invading their homes, they begin to realize they might not survive the night.
Okay. I thought it was amazing. What did you think?
So I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job with it. I loved the details. Like, I loved how detailed it all was and just how authentic it felt.
Yeah, so I actually saw someone post about how it's best to watch this like on your phone with headphones or your laptop with headphones because the entire movie is actually filmed like on a desktop screen with a Zoom meeting.
Yep.
So like all of the friends and the medium all are just like if you've been on any Zoom calls
or conference calls in general, like
it
on a computer,
literally-
like their heads are there, right? It's
Yep.
the backgrounds of their rooms.
And you can change the backgrounds and make filters and like all that silly stuff, and like they do all that kind of stuff, and
Yep.
like it's so cool the way that it was
Yeah,
filmed,
totally.
and super unique. Like, well, not exactly unique, but unique for being like Zoom specific during quarantine, like right now. Like I don't know how many movies are out that like happen right now.
Yeah,
You know?
what they did so well about it is they got it all together so quickly, relatively speaking, and like put it out while we're all in like quarantine and lockdown and stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't say COVID, but like they said, it's lockdown. They chided someone for going out. There were face masks, so like it's now.
Yeah.
I don't want to not say this, so if it's not the right time, you'll just have to forgive me.
No, it's fine. It's just a bite-sized review or just like
So,
snippet.
No, but it's 57 minutes long.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Because that's how long you can have a Zoom meeting. Well, not quite 57 minutes, but...
Yeah, I think the meeting, you're allowed like 40 minutes on free Zoom or whatever with however many people.
Right.
And so like at first it's just the one girl that's setting it up. So there's like some before and after like the Zoom meeting, but like you can actually see the Zoom meeting counting down.
Yep.
Like it's so cool. Like I thought that was really
unique.
Yeah, and
very
like a
unique.
great detail to like be added into the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then having like all these people like grabbing their phones or laptops or iPads or whatever and like walking around when something happens and like having those unique views the way like your friend is walking around to show you something like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
So
no, it was really cool. Another fun aspect of this is I didn't know this until I looked it up on IMDb, but all the names of the characters are their actual names.
Yeah.
So the first names of all the actors, that's what the names are.
Yeah, that's cool. It's fun. It makes it more like real in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally. So cool. Yeah, I just thought it was just like very unique, very fresh, smart, I'd say. Like,
I literally got goosebumps during this movie.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too, is what this movie definitely did is it showed that you don't need to have like 3 hours and a first, second, and third act. Like, you can just have something that gets the point across in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
It was super unique to have the different environments because they're all in their own homes.
Yeah.
So, like, the different environments and how those get manipulated or they, encounter the spirit in their different ways. And it was kind of cool.
It was cool.
The other thing too is like right as like it hit the climax and it ended, they were in the Zoom meeting still, like the program, and they were scrolling down the list of names, and that
like
actually was part of the credits.
Yeah.
The content. Yeah, and I was like, oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think like for a movie that came out right now, it's perfect. I don't know, will it age well? Are people going to understand the quarantine Zoom aspect of it? I mean, I think
that's a good point,
historically they'll probably get it, but like, man, it feels real right now.
Oh,
so
yeah. It felt like one of the most real scary movies to me that I can think of, just because like I've been on Zoom calls. I haven't had a seance in real life or on
a
Zoom call, but
it was an
it made
interesting
sense
idea.
the way it was all done, like I could see it happening,
Yeah. Well, and like also too, they did your typical scary movie tropes of like the fake outs and the this and that, and that was totally fine. Like it, but they built the tension right. I love how it ended. Like I just really loved how it ended. Like, and I appreciate watching it with you, because you were the one that pointed out. You were like, "Oh, the Zoom time," and I was like, "What do you mean the Zoom time?"
Oh yeah.
And then like you saw the countdown, and then like hit the climax.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Good. It was so good. I loved it. I definitely recommend it, especially if you have Shudder, and I think that they still have some free trials and stuff going on. So you should definitely
Always in the restaurant.
get it.
Okay, got it.
Our cat is using the restroom.
Sorry, I'm hearing like the scraping sound. I'm like, what's going on?
After we watched a scary movie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, I recommend it. 100%.
Oh,
I thought it was really good. I think it has a really high rating on Rotten Tomatoes, too. Like, I think
yeah, so 6.7 on IMDb. Yeah, I did see a Rotten Tomatoes thing. I can pull it up in just a little bit here if you want to vamp.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, we're checking.
100% tomato meter.
Yeah.
80% audience. Yeah, it just... They did such a great job.
It felt so realistic. I thought all the actresses were, like, spot on for what they needed to be.
And, like, they're totally, like, dressed down, at home, wearing masks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, totally just, like... how we all are right now, like no makeup, this and that, like it was
pajamas, not having your hair super done, like
right,
it was perfect.
Yeah. So I like the aspect too of the people that were in at the beginning and then out and then back in again, then like how people kept dropping out or coming back, like what I also really liked about it too that made it feel really authentic was the fact that, like, the sound would go out sometimes.
Or, like, kind of have it freeze.
Yeah, because if you've been on a Zoom meeting, it's not like, you know, HD quality, continuous video and sound without a break, you know? So it's just, yeah. And at 57 minutes, too, it's not that long.
No. I've heard people complain about the beginning, and I guess I could see why, because it's just, like, some... women like on a Zoom call talking about whatever, joking around, blah, you know. So like people thought the build up wasn't great, but it's
building
like
character. Yeah. That's called character development.
No, yeah,
people
I
were upset about character development.
Yeah.
Are they new to movies?
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm just
that was some of the critiques, but like for me, I thought it was just normal and it was fine. Like, and it didn't last.
Well, it sets the tone. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
I get it.
No. I know. I'm not yelling at you, but like, who would say that?
Right. Exactly.
Oh God. All right. The movie didn't go fast enough. Like, 57 minutes. What do you want?
I thought it was perfect.
I thought it did a great job.
Now it's not super late at night after watching it, so you can still watch something nice after.
That's right. Exactly. No, it was good, and also too, you're riding that hype wave, right? Mm-hmm. It's all in the whatever it is that they call it, zeitgeist. Is that the thing?
I don't know what that means. Wendy, tell us what zeitgeist means. But actually, Mike will just Google it.
The defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time. Boom! It's in the zeitgeist.
It's a spirit.
Or mood.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our bite-sized reviews because we're only going to do the two movies in this episode. So if you guys
called a bite-sized double feature.
Yeah. So if you guys like this, let us know. Because I don't think all movies necessarily deserve like a full 30 minutes on their own. Yeah, or need it.
Or if you're deciding whether or not you want to watch it. Yeah. If you're going to invest an hour listening to us talk about it, that's already an hour into whatever you could, you could have seen this. You could have seen this movie,
right? Exactly.
If, listening to us for an hour. So it's like, it's, if you want to seek out more information about it, go ahead. Otherwise, it keeps us pretty brief about what we thought that was interesting, or unique, our perspective,
and without spoiling stuff too.
Right. Yeah. Well, as best as we can.
Yeah. I feel like these two movies too, Mandy and Host, are very different from each other. But kind of almost the same in the sense that it's chill at first and then things get hyped. Like things get pretty crazy.
Things do escalate.
But I guess that's a movie, so.
No, Mindy.
That's how
it shouldn't be how a movie works. It should just hit you in the face. Straight to 11. Yeah.
So, but I liked both of these movies a lot.
Yeah.
I thought they were both really good.
So far, like, we're 2 for 2 with Shudder.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I've liked all the Creepshow that we've watched as well. So.
Yep.
Those have all been really good too.
They have been.
Yeah. So.
I've liked Creepshow.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in another episode.
Tales of the Crypt, but reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay spooky, spookers.
Creep it real.